This morning, August is National Immunization Month. It is a great reminder to get your children and yourself up to date on all the recommended vaccinations to keep you healthy. And joining us this morning to tell us more about this is Dr. Herlihy, Director of the Colorado Immunization Section. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So what are the immunizations that parents need to make sure their kids have before going back to school?
Sure. So immunizations are, of course, such an important way to keep our children healthy. And as we all start thinking about back to school time, it's important to keep in mind that there are immunizations that are required for school entry here in Colorado. And so now is the time to get your kids up to date on their shots if they're not already.
Such as what?
So the shots that are required for school entry are going to be the pertussis vaccine, the DTaP vaccine, and the Tdap vaccines.
Okay.
The MMR vaccine, which is the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, the polio vaccine, the hepatitis B vaccine, and the chickenpox vaccine are all required for school entry.
And we're not even just talking about kids here. Adults need vaccinations as well, right?
Absolutely, and it's certainly not too early to start thinking about influenza season. We're really not that far off from the fall, unfortunately. And so obviously important vaccinations for adults are the flu shot, the pneumonia vaccine, but also at this time it's also very important for adults to get a Tdap booster, which is a pertussis vaccine, because we're certainly seeing more pertussis in the community. It's important for them to have that shot in addition to children.
So why is that? What's the big concern when it comes to seeing more cases of, unfortunately, pertussis in our state, or whooping cough?
Right. So both across the country and in Colorado, we're seeing a pretty dramatic increase in the number of pertussis cases that we're seeing. And part of the reason it's so important to be aware of pertussis is that pertussis can really be pretty devastating to infants, children less than 1 year of age. There's a very high hospitalization rate and associated mortality with pertussis in infants. And so it's important for us to surround infants with vaccinated people, whether that's children or adults, caregivers, nannies, daycare providers, all sorts of things.
I understand Governor Hickenlooper also pushing for more parents out there to make sure that their kids get vaccinated against pertussis as well, right?
Yes, we're extremely lucky to have the governor as a spokesperson on this issue. He's a big believer in vaccines, and some of that stems from his personal experience. So his son had pertussis when he was an infant and had a very difficult time, was hospitalized for that infection.
Where can people go for more information on immunization?
We have a great parent-friendly resource that is called Immunize for Good. So immunizeforgood.com has lots of great information.
All right, Dr. Herlihy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, giving us a heads up before our kids go back to school. Thank you.